internet has been in a complete frenzy the past 24 hours after Dalton made this video. He said he had gone through a lot in life and kind of detailed everything he went through in his past. But he said that wasn't even the worst of it and that he was going through a lot as of recently. But he didn't even really go into detail what exactly he was currently going through. His mother was dying, but there's something else on top of that. Well, then he finally made a video and shared an update. So let's see what he had to say.
Weird job, especially when you don't start. Yeah, being a content creator is kind of a weird job, especially when you don't start doing it till you're 35. I mean, I made a video the other day talking about some of the sad things I went through in my life, and that, I'm going through some even sadder things right now. I tell everybody my mother's got cancer, she ain't got long to live, and then I say I got something else going on in my life. And
he just posted this. Look at all the comments and how fast they're coming in. On this side, they just keep coming in more and more and more.
I didn't really speak on that. And because I didn't speak on that, some people now think I'm some kind of domestic violencer, and that I'm an abuser, and that I'm an abuser. All because people started doing some digging and they found out that I was a part of some DV issue back in February. People think because it's a domestic issue that I was abusing Sako and that I'm a piece of shit. And although that is not true, I can understand.
A lot of times when it is, it's either a partner, a roommate, or a family member.
Understand why they think that. Because fuck you if you ever have abused a woman. We don't put up with that in this house. That was one of them deals where me and Sako and our friends and family are kind of ornery, and we had a little bit too much to drink and shit happened, and I wish it didn't. And then you got all the people making videos about me, making fun of me for crying, saying I staged the whole thing for views. Which I can understand that too. That video got 50 million views in a day across 3 platforms. Then you got people trying to turn it into a race thing. Black versus white. I'm the colonizer now. Let me tell you something right now. That is something that we ain't gonna do on this channel. Me and Sako have always said that we hate everybody equally. If you're a piece of shit, don't matter if you're black or white, you're a piece of shit. So saying I relapsed, that I'm back on drugs. He's on meth, look at all the weight he's lost. Mother effer's definitely on opiates. They also said I was on the Ozempics, and that's how I've lost all this weight. They're also saying I'm on the juice, and that's why I'm so jacked now. And to be honest with you, none of that really bothers me, because it's being said by a bunch of people who are nobodies and have nothing better to do with their life than talk about me, and that's kind of sad. But the one thing that really bothered me was people were saying I did something so awful that I got my son taken away from me.
And then there's people posting a mugshot trying to say it was Sako of this girl, and she kind of looked like Sako, but you could tell it wasn't her. And she got arrested in March for like trying to traffic drugs and for child neglect, and people were like, oh, this is Sako. I knew from the jump, as soon as I saw the mugshot, it wasn't Sako. And also, if she was busted trafficking drugs in March and for child neglect, then she wouldn't have her kid, and we've seen her around Joe Chuck.
This is the most important thing in my life. You can make fun of me for crying. You can make fun of me for setting up. People were saying I did something so awful that I got my son taken away from me. This is the most important thing in my life. You can make fun of me for crying. You can make fun of me for setting up my cameras. You can make fun of me for anything you want. But what you'll never say is that I'm not a good dad. Oh, and if you thought something happened to Bubby, Bubby's majestic, okay? He'll be around this place forever. As far as things go with Sako, I'm gonna tell you like this. Me and Sako are two real people, and we got real human problems just like everybody else. You'll never hear me say a bad word about Sako. She is the mother of my child, my wife, and my best friend. And I love her to death, man. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Everybody have a great day, even the people making fun of me for crying. Yeah,
he don't owe nobody an explanation when it comes to him and Sako, but it definitely sounds like there's something going on. He just respects her enough not to bash her on the internet like that. They may not even be split up. They may just be having some time apart right now and may just be fighting and going through some things. Maybe they gotta go have some time apart so they can come back stronger than ever. But a lot of people are speculating that Dalton did Sako dirty, like he cheated or he did something bad to her to make her leave, because a lot of people are assuming this video that he did, that I covered in my last video, the video before this video that we talked about in this one, where he was saying, oh, I'm going through all these things. A lot of people felt like that was him just kind of like preparing people, like, hey, you know, there might be something bad coming out about me, but hey, just keep in mind that I'm also going through this, so maybe they'll soften the blow when people do find out things about him. But I don't think either one of them are ever gonna come out and really expose each other like that. Even if they do end up going their separate ways, they don't seem like that type of people. Like, yes, they have a couples channel, but you can tell that they keep it like really vague. They don't talk about their like personal issues. Like, they'll roast each other, they'll make each other the butt of each other's joke, but they keep it real surface level. It's like if Sako is roasting Dalton, she'll be roasting him for leaving the toilet seat up or for him having chicken legs, but it's not like they're going after each other like, oh, you were talking to this person. They don't expose each other like that, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. And I don't think Dalton can really act too surprised that people were thinking all kinds of things, because I mean, if you're going to be very vague and short and sweet with things, then you're just going to leave people with room to draw their own conclusions, and that's exactly what happened here. But people are going crazy on Facebook. Like, I saw people saying full on, like, not even saying allegedly, people are like, no, Dalton is relapsed on drugs, he's on heroin. And I did see the post where people were saying he was on steroids. I'm like, that is a lot to be saying unless you have some actual direct proof. People were going crazy on the Facebooks. But you guys let me know what you think about everything in the comments below.